will you do after you graduate from school? Find a job in homeland, to go abroad to find a better job, or find another option, or just meet your Mr. and Mr. Right to have a marriage and have a child in the end? Career, marriage, child are the most important three things people concern after they graduate from school. People always want a better life, so they may want to change their cell phone, they may want a new house, they may want a new car, or they may want to travel around the world. And you know, all these need money. The better life you want, the more money you need to have. So people work very hard. They work very hard day by day, years by year, until the day they close their eyes forever. But do you remember the dream you promised to yourself? The dream. I do not have a dream. The only thing I concern is to how to find a good job. So I studied hard to get a good grade. I attempt to many competitions to win awards just like everyone did. It's easy to predict my future. I may become a great engineer. So predictable. So predictable. Our society is just like a chem factory. They give us the same standard and the same education, and they ask us to graduate in 22 and find a good job, and then to buy a house and have a marriage in 30s, and have a child before 35, and then retire in 65 years old. Everyone do the same thing, just like a chem, and I'm one of them. Why? I think the reason is that people cannot imagine who he can become if he never have a chance to see it. Things change, things here. Since I joined the Toastmaster and the other club, I meet so many good friends to cooperate with them, to discuss with them, to learning from them. Then I extend my vision. I know more, and then I start to think what kind of people I would like to become. At the very first beginning, it's just a very little idea. I love to play the nerve sport, which is this, you can see. This is the nerve sport, and so many people can play nerve sport together. But the problem is, when many people play this game together, it's hard to counting the score and to know who is the winner. I am a player and I love this game, so I want to deal with this problem. So I studied, research, and design for several months. I even spent $2,000 US to develop a special equipment, the prototype one. I still remember when the prototype one sent to my desk, I'm so excited to see it. But the result made me so frustrated because the performance, it just cannot get to my expectations. I spent another month to research on it, to try to improve it. But in the end, I realized I need to give up. So I go back to the original point and to start over again. And then I spent another several months to study, to research, to decide, and this time I complete the prototype 2, and this prototype 2 can completely fulfill my standard. I mean, I did. Yes, I did. Then I realized this is the dream. This is the process. You turn something impossible into possible. What is my dream? At the very first beginning, it's just a very little idea. But right now, I want to start up a company and their brand to promote this product to worldwide. But actually, what my dream is never important to you. What important you should know is, my life become unexpected now. Every day, I spend most of my time and knowledge to work on my dream. Sometimes I success, sometimes I fail. It's unpredictable. But One thing I know, I feel happy and excited all the time. That is the feeling cannot describe with the word. Why? I think that is because I found part of my destiny. People always say you only live once, but I will tell you, you will never find the true joy of your life and find your destiny if you already know what your future will become. And the only way to find your destiny is to do something you really love it and which you think is very important and meaningful. And then you can find your destiny. And after you find your destiny, you may have the chance to understand what is the meaning you birth on this world. So I would like to share 3 tips for you about how to find your own destiny. First is to knowing new friends, knowing new knowledge, and knowing new idea extend your vision. Second is to keep curiosity and interesting to everything and every people, just like child do. And the third is to always improve, try to be better than now. If you haven't found your destiny, keep looking, keep searching. If you keep looking for it, one day you may find out you are already on the road toward your dreams. My name is Chen. I am now on the way to my dream. I wonder which path you will choose. Contest Chen.